Okay, so today we are going to redo the lesson. So it's 9-7, subtract mixed numbers. So it's not always the same exact steps that we use for addition. Sometimes we do have to change it because it won't always work with those same 5 steps that I gave you. So what you have to do is, let's say for your star, which is the most important, is before subtracting mixed numbers, and then the must is in all caps because it's the most important, you must turn the mixed number into an improper fraction. And this is what we were building on in lesson 8. That's why we went over what an improper fraction is. So you must turn the mixed number into an improper fraction. So an example of an improper fraction again would be when the numerator is greater than the denominator. So let's give the example of 11/4. This is what an improper fraction looks like. So let's take our example for today. It is going to be 3 and 3/4 minus 1 and 1/4. So before we get started, first thing that we have to do is turn this mixed number into an improper fraction and this number into an improper fraction. So the way we do it is by looking at the whole number first. Remember, when you're looking at the whole number, you know that the 4 of the denominator in the fraction part is telling you what the whole number came from. So there's 3 of these, so you will break it down and you know that the 3 came from 4/4 because 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. But there's 3 wholes here, so we have to 4/4, that's 1 more, so this is 2, but we need to get to 3. So then that's 1 more, 4/4. So this is what the 3 whole looks like in fraction part. But we're not stopping here because we have to add the fraction part now. So that's where we will add plus the 3/4. So this is my 1 whole, 2 whole, 3 whole, which gives me the whole number part. And here is me adding on the fraction part. So that will give me the improper fraction for this mixed number. So remember, when we are adding fractions, we add the only numerator and we keep the denominator the same. In this case, the denominator is 4. So I know no matter what, my denominator is going to be 4. So now I'm going to add up my numerators. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Add the 3, and it is 15/4. So this is this, and this mixed number is this improper fraction. So just like we did converting the mixed number to the improper fraction, we have to do the same for this mixed number as well. So let's write the 1 and 1/4. Remember, we get that 1 whole from the fraction of 4/4. That will give you the 1 whole. But there's only 1 of them. So then that means I'm done with converting my whole number part. So now I can just add the fraction part. So 4/4 plus 1/4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. And then I have my 4. So 5/4 is how you would write this in an improper fraction. So now I have, this is the mixed number for the 3 and 3/4, and this is the improper fraction for the 1 and 1 over 4. So now that I've turned them both into improper fractions, now I can go ahead and subtract them. So let's do that here. So we have 15 over 4 minus 5 over 4. Well, when you go ahead and subtract, remember you keep the denominator the same. 15 minus 5 equals 10. And then you have a denominator of 4. So 10 over 4 is the answer in an improper fraction, but we have to turn it back into a mixed number. So then I'm going to take my 10 over 4 and turn it into a mixed number. And the way I do that is by seeing how many equal groups of 4 I can make in order out of the 10. So let's look. You draw your model of your 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if I'm counting off of the 10, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one equal group of 4. Let's see if I can get another equal group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shade in another 4. And then I can only have 2 more. So that is where I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. But I must stop here. This should not be shaded, but I have to stop here because there's only 2 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's where the 10 is coming from. And let's see how many holes I have. So I have 4 over 4. 4 over 4 plus the 2 over 4. So remember, another way to write the 4 over 4 is 1 plus 1 and then the 2 over 4. So if you add the wholes together, you will get 2 and 2 over 4. That is how you subtract a mixed number, and then you convert it from the improper fraction back. But same thing with any fraction, you always have to check if it's in its simplest form. So let's quickly look if 2 over 4 is in its simplest form. So I have 1 and 2 as the only factors, then I have 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. So it turns out that it has the greatest common factor of 2, which means I have to divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. So it would be 2 and 1 over 2 in its simplest form.